Have you ever noticed how exhausting it feels to constantly try becoming someone you're not, to push against your nature, correcting what others say is wrong, and yet still feel like you're falling short? We spend so much time fixing flaws, patching gaps, chasing perfection, but what if that's the wrong game? Just for a moment, imagine what it would feel like to stop fixing and start flourishing. What if the real secret to excellence isn't becoming well-rounded, but becoming more of who you already are? You were designed beautifully, intentionally, with specific patterns of talent. These aren't random, they're predictable, recurring ways of thinking, feeling, and doing. Patterns that show up again and again in your life. They're as personal as your fingerprint, yet far more powerful when you know how to use them. And here's what's wild. Most people overlook them because they come so naturally. Once you become aware of these patterns, everything changes. You start moving differently, more effortlessly, more confidently. This isn't about feel-good self-help. It's a revolution in how we understand human potential. A shift from focusing on what's missing to finally recognizing what's been there all along. You and I, we were taught to fix what's wrong. In school, red ink pointed to our flaws. In performance reviews, we were told to work on our weaknesses. And over time, we adopted a belief. If I can just improve these broken parts, maybe I'll be good enough. But what if that belief was never true? What if you've been taught to run someone else's race? And what happens when you finally start running your own? Here's the truth that changes everything. You don't become outstanding by fixing what drains you. You become outstanding by amplifying what energizes you. A strength isn't just something you're good at. It's where natural talent meets deliberate development and leads to near perfect performance. So ask yourself, what do you do easily that others find hard? What do people thank you for that you've always brushed off as no big deal? Those are clues. When you invest in those natural talents, build them with knowledge, skill, and practice, you unlock your personal zone of genius. Work becomes energizing instead of exhausting. You get more done with less effort. You enter flow. Let me tell you something personal. For years, I tried to be well-rounded. I took on projects that didn't play well to my strengths. I said yes to things I thought I should be good at. And even when I worked hard, something always felt off, like I was rowing upstream. But when I finally leaned into my natural strengths, when I gave myself permission to lead with what lit me up, everything shifted. Energy, results, confidence, it all flowed. You might have had a moment like that too, or maybe you're ready to find one. There's a map for this journey. Over 30 years of research led to a powerful tool, the CliftonStrengths assessment. It helps you identify 34 specific talent themes. This isn't about putting you into a box. It's about giving you a mirror so you can finally see yourself clearly. These 34 themes fall into 4 domains, ways your inner nature expresses itself in the world. Executing, you make things happen. Influencing, you inspire, persuade, and move others to act. Relationship building, you create trust, connection, and team cohesion. Strategic thinking, you analyze, question, and see patterns others miss. Most importantly, your top 5 signature themes, or your talent fingerprints, reveal exactly where your brilliance lives. So here's what we're going to do. Over this series, we'll explore each domain in depth, and then unpack all 34 themes one by one. You'll learn how to spot talents in yourself and others, turn raw ability into refined strength, recognize potential blind spots, and apply insights in work, relationships, and personal growth. You'll begin to recognize patterns you never had words for. And as those patterns click into place, don't be surprised if your life starts to align in ways you didn't expect. This journey isn't about changing who you are. It's about remembering who you've always been. It's like removing static from a radio. so you can finally hear the signal that's always been playing underneath. When you tune into that signal, things shift. You don't force, you align. You don't grind, you glide. In the next episode, we'll start with the first domain, which is executing, the people who get things done. So if this resonates, subscribe now. And as you move through this series, stay open, be curious, reflect, listen for patterns. Because the first step to living from strength is simply to notice what's already there.